Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a general reading for the transit of Venus in Libra. That's happening on the 13th of October, so just 3 days from when I record this video. I'll do a little bit of an AstroTarology intro as usual, and then I'll jump ahead to the collective reading. If you want to jump ahead, I'll put a timestamp in the description box below the video. One other note I mentioned before, I am having some very rewarding dental work done, but you may hear me having difficulty enunciating as I get used to it, but I have to get used to it. So I appreciate your patience, my friends. Anyway, Venus in Libra. Now, Venus rules Libra, so one would think, well, isn't that a beautiful combination? And a lot of people think so. Yes, it can be. But for me as an astrologer, I actually don't love it. Now, Venus is domicile when it's in Libra. That means she's at home there, so it should be pretty harmonious. But my complaint with Venus in Libra is that it's a little too harmonious. I call it a bit of shiny object syndrome, or that's one of the downfalls that Venus in Libra can have. You've heard me mention Shakespeare before in this energy. As we move towards Scorpio season, it's only going to get more so Shakespearean. We have a ton of cardinal energies surrounding this Venus shift and the new moon in Libra, which happens a week after this Venus shift. So new moons are all about manifesting, and we're manifesting in a very powerful Venus energy. It's very important to make sure that we're seeing clearly and we're manifesting from an energy of honesty to our own soul. We have Pluto involved in this transit as well. Now, for me, Libra energy always is Romeo, of Romeo and Juliet, in the sense that cardinal Venus, which is what Libra is, can have that. Now, remember, I'm not talking about Libra people necessarily here. I'm talking about the energy, pure energy of Venus and Libra. That's Romeo energy. Think about Romeo. When we open the play, he's all crazy, madly in love with Rosaline. And he's like, I've never seen anything more beautiful. I've never seen the sun and the moon. I'll die for Rosaline. Nothing will get in the way. And then he sees Juliet and he's like, well, wait a minute. Maybe that will. And then he's like, Juliet, where far out there? You're the most beautiful. So it's almost like it doesn't matter what the object of desire is. The purpose is desire and the appreciation of beauty for the sake of beauty, which is a beautiful thing. A lot of my favorite poets and writers have strong Libra placements, especially Venus in Libra or the moon. Very poetic, very romantic. But again, especially when it's surrounded by so much cardinal energy, cardinal signs are very passionate. They're in charge of getting things going. They mark the beginning of every season. When this shift of Venus happens, we're going to have the moon in Cancer, domicile. The moon is Cancer's ruler, and that's cardinal water. When Libra and Cancer get together, cardinal Venus, air, and cardinal water, it's like this explosive love affair that can just take you away. And right now we have very strong Aries energy involved. In many places, I've gone into that in other videos. Aries is cardinal fire, it's Mars, it's passion. So think again about Romeo and Juliet and the passion that fueled their love. Nothing was more important. And also think about there's a political divide in the play, represented, of course, by the two families, but two sides. So out in the collective, Venus and Libra can definitely be playing in that regard too. Again, we're moving towards that new moon. So the energy that you're in and the way that you're perceiving things becomes very important for manifesting. Cardinal energy can run away with you, and it's only going to get stronger as we move closer to Scorpio season. So make sure you're coming from a place of absolute emotional honesty. I'm all for getting carried away, don't get me wrong, but there is Pluto's involved, remember that. So you're setting up a 20-year cycle in your life here. Anyway, my friends, let's get into the reading. Was there anything else I wanted to say before we move on? I feel like there was. It will come back. We have Mars and Scorpio right now, by the way. Think about Romeo and Juliet. Think about the feuds and the absolute focus on what they wanted. Also, themes about death and rebirth and reinvention play in here. Anyway, let's get into the reading. It's still a general reading, so anybody, any sign, you'll know if you resonate with it, and you won't resonate with everything that I say. You're not meant to, because it's a general reading. So take what fits as it does, if it does, and leave the rest behind. I'm going to get a sip. All of a sudden, I'm like super dry. And we'll get into the reading. Let's see the overall energy with the wisdom of the oracle. That's what I'm talking about. The land of milk and honey. Well, milk and honey to me is over and above anything that you could have imagined. It definitely has that sweeping romantic feel. Venus energy is not only about romantic love at all, it is about love of all kinds and harmony and justice. So this has that component as well for me, like creating the land of milk and honey can be about the collective energies too. But Venus is also about creativity. So that could be, I mean, that's a very useful way to handle all of this cardinal passion. Definitely creativity. Libra's a very creative energy. Let's get one more. Round and round. Well, this refers to the karmic cycles that we all go through. But what I like to show here is that this is a spiral, and what it's saying is that manifestation works that way. It can seem like we're having repeating cycles, but it's more like a spiral, and we funnel out at the end. It looks like you're going round and round, but you're not. Okay. Let's do the naked heart. I'll do some astrology at the end. So since we're involving a new moon here, let's see the past. Let's see what you're leaving behind. Could be this round and round. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles. Well, I like that. Slow and steady for sure. The Knight of Pentacles is Mr. Reliable. Whatever this is, you are taking your time. Maybe developing something here with the land of milk and honey. We'll see. But very slow energy, so you could be leaving that behind. Let's see you. Let me see you now. Virgo energy with the Knight of Pentacles, which is funny because Venus is about to leave Virgo and move into Libra. Six of Swords. Oh, we got two. Okay, interesting. We have the Six of Swords, Libra energy. Well, the Six of Swords is about moving forward to a more harmonious place. It could be that there was a lot of internal or external conflict around you, and that's what was taking so much time. It could have totally been internal, your own resistance, but you're moving forward here out of this round and round. And then we have the Seven of Cups. This is what you've been dreaming of. This is the land of milk and honey, and you're moving towards it. Seven of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Let's see what's coming up next. What actions do you want to move towards here? So this is what you're dreaming of moving towards, though. Okay. Something about the land of milk and honey. Let's see your next steps. Well, that's the opposite energy. No, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. This is the opposite energy of that Knight of Pentacles, Aries energy with the Fool. Now, in February, all of the things that are retrograde in Aries right now are going to move direct. And then the new beginning happens. Opposite sign to Libra. So taking the time, being very diligent, but then boom, this is a leap of faith on a whole new path towards this dream. Now, the Seven of Cups can be very ethereal. It's kind of hard to know what you're leaping into, but with the Fool, I always say love rewards the brave. The Venus energy coming through. Let's see the energy around you. This could be another person. It could be a situation. We have the Queen of Cups. There's Cancer energy, cardinal water. The Queen of Cups is very, very deep emotionally, very loving and nurturing as well. But once more with the Fool and the Queen of Cups, be careful about not being emotionally swept away. But this is beautiful. We do have a Ace of Pentacles. All of a sudden my words are getting hard. The Ace of Pentacles is probably what you were taking your time in developing here. It is a brand new beginning. It's a viable seed that can be planted. Okay. Towards a new beginning, you could be wanting to make some kind of offer or even bring in something of value here with that land of milk and honey. You're certainly dreaming about that. What's the challenge? The Naked Heart, which is a bonus card in this deck. It lays between the Fool, which is the last card in the Major Arcana, and the World, and the Fool, which is the beginning. And it is what I said. The world is having undergone a complete cycle of development or learning, and the Fool is taking a leap of faith despite what you know. And that requires that you have a naked heart, the willingness to believe, and that dream right there. Okay, so it is about trust as well. But be careful, because again, the naked heart carries with it a certain kind of innocence. Let's see a potential outcome for you. It's number 22. The Major Arcana only goes to number 20. Oh boy. Here we go. The Eight of Wands. This is passion, movement forward. It's like the firewall breaks open. I talked about being swept away. The Fool in the Eight of Wands is about being swept away. Absolutely. We'll see where this is going. It's a lot of passion coming out. We have the Four of Pentacles. Underneath of that, I see the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. Basically, that is the naked heart to me. I mean, the Six of Cups is going back to a time and a place in our life when we believed in the innocence and purity of love. Romeo and Juliet were very young. They were only like 14. So there's that belief that anything is possible when it comes to the heart, when it comes to love. The Fool and the Queen of Cups, taking a leap of faith on your heart. All right. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get better at moving my mouth. Let's clarify. Your Honor, too good. With the pulp. Knight of Pentacles in the recent past. The Wounded Warrior. Remember when I said you reach the end of a path? This is almost there. And it seems to be taking forever, round and round. Maybe you're tired. In the recent past, it was a hard fight to get to where you want to go. After the Ten of Wands, we need one more wand here. After the Ten of Wands, the Fool can begin again, a leap of faith. But look how beat up she is. And behind her, there's like an angry mob chasing her down. It's like a narrow escape. Interesting. Let's have one more. The Nine of Wands is definitely fighting the good fight, though. But that angry mob, remember in Romeo and Juliet, where it's like everyone around them was against it? Libra energy with the Two of Swords. Look at the new moon up there. New moon in Libra on the 21st of October. But the Two of Swords is about the need to make a choice when you don't have enough facts to make a choice. Hence the new moon. You can't see anything under the new moon. It lets off almost no light. And those swords are crossed over the heart chakra protectively. Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, and you were being very defensive as well. Very careful and very slow. But that's in the past. Okay. Yeah, look at this. More Libra energy with the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is kind of about being unable to escape the way you see things. It's self-limiting beliefs. Yeah. Okay. Let me see that Seven of Cups, because this is where you are now. This is the dream you've been fighting for. And moving forward, interesting fighting. We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords comes after the Five. And there's this wounded warrior here. Maybe wherever you're coming from, there's a lot of fighting. A lot of conflict in that round and round. All right, let me see the Seven of Cups. That's where you are now. Oh, hesitant. Oh, okay, yeah. We have the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, which we already saw. We're heading towards Scorpio season. And I always say the King of Cups is the king of bottomless emotion. Not even he knows how deep it goes until somebody else comes into the picture, until it's been explored, but also incredibly mysterious. For a reason, the King of Cups can be very defensive because once you get into his heart, there is no way out. That's how deep it is. And then we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. As I record this, Venus is at 29 degrees of Virgo. That is the anaretic degree. That is what we call the crisis point. So you've been hiding out a lot, but really exploring how you feel, Seven of Cups and the Hermit, and what that dream is for you. Okay, well, the Hermit wanted to come out. Let me see the Hermit. I like the Hermit because he's very wise. Nine of Wands, you've been through a lot. Oh, wow. Oh, my. We have the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. Spiritual energy here. Give me just a minute. I mean, this definitely has to do with what you want to commit yourself to. And there's a new beginning here based on love. And that seems to be the dream you want to move towards, the land of milk and honey here. The Hierophant is definitely about our belief systems, but it's about commitment too. I'm thinking Romeo and Juliet again. I've always said Shakespeare in my mind was definitely a Taurus, and we have Taurus energy here with the Hierophant, more Venus energy though. But nevertheless, here this is about where your heart's leading you to go. The Hermit and the Hierophant is incredibly strong energy. Okay. So let's see the full. Okay, but also, sorry, the Hierophant can represent like structures, courtrooms, traditions, belief systems, Romeo and Juliet, right? And doing things a different way. We have the Fool. The Fool is definitely a card about courage. It is. It's Mars energy. Aries is cardinal fire. It's the creator. It's about what you want and putting yourself in the front seat. And that, look, Eight of Wands, yeah. Eight of Wands right here in the outcome. Swept away energy. But I see a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I know this could be you. It could be what you're building, what you want to offer here. We'll see. The land of milk and honey. Let's have one more. But we have an Ace of Pentacles right here. So you might be wanting to make an offer towards somebody here. I mean, look at the way this look at this. I stopped shuffling with the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. These two create the land of milk and honey. And it isn't just about material harvest or wealth. It could be. But that encompasses all kinds of safety and comfort and value. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out. Let's have another one with the Fool. We have the Four of Cups. Okay, Cancer energy. The Four of Cups is definitely about committing. It's about taking things to a deeper level. Now you can see here how she's got her head cut, maybe you can, but she has her head kind of turned away from the offer of the Ace of Cups coming through the window. We have the Ace of Cups with the Hierophant right here in where you are now. So it's about contemplation. Yeah, don't get swept away. We got a Queen of Pentacles here with the Fool. The Queen of Pentacles does not get swept away at all. She knows what's good for her. She knows how to stay in balance. And she's looking at that offer of the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, Judgment. Could be somebody from your past. We saw Six of Cups. And this particular Judgment, Queen of Cups. This particular Judgment card, look at that hand reaching up out of the soil. We have a King and Queen of Cups and a King and Queen of Pentacles here. Earth and water. The land and milk and honey. Okay, let me see the Ace of Pentacles. Another ace swept away indeed. The Ace of Wands is passion, it's inspiration. Remember I said you need one more wand? Here it is. And then the new path begins. This is what you've been fighting for. The Ace of Wands is the passion to continue. It's the fuel that gets that fool to take a leap. And in the surrounding energy is a brand. We have 3 aces on board. What's missing? The Ace of Swords, a truth or a communication. Oh, there's 2 aces of swords here. So about a decision, maybe you made a decision. King of Pentacles on the bottom. Let's see that Ace of Wands. Very passionate energy. There's the fire. Honey. 7 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. Interesting. Because the 7 of Wands becomes the 8 of Wands, right? And this has a Romeo and Juliet component. There's 2 people in this 7 of Wands card, which is very rare. And she is holding on, like bracing his leg as he fights off whatever obstacles get in the way. Now, you could be wanting to approach someone here for a new beginning who has you blocked or where there's obstacles in the way and it's going to require a fight. But that's what the Fool does. Along with that came the 3 of Swords, naked heart, and the challenge. Okay. Now, if you're in this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles energy, again, it's going to require that you have faith, that you're brave, that you drop this 3 of Swords, which is memories of heartbreak from the past. It can keep you very guarded, that's for sure. We have some guarded energy here as well. Let's have one more with that 3 of Swords. And we have that 2 of Swords over here. Going to require that you be brave. The King of Wands is very brave, Aries energy, fire energy. And look, you guys know, this is my favorite King of Wands. He's so powerful. He's holding on to that Ace of Wands right there in full command of what he wants and his passion. He's taking control. But again, be careful. Swept away energy for sure. He's watching his past burn to the ground. Look how red and passionate that card is. Willing to fight for love. And that is what this is right here. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. You might want to make an offer. Milk and honey. Naked heart in the challenge. Now, it could be that whoever this is you want to approach, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, is in this 3 of Swords energy, and you're aware of that, whether you're the cause of it or not. Whether you're the cause of it or not. We have the 7 of Swords. Libra energy. The 7 of Swords is very strategic. It is about keeping your plans and your strategies to yourself, but also it's a card about distrust. And it's in the challenge with the naked heart right here. So there again, 7 of Wands, Queen of Cups is like blocked from love. Maybe they don't trust you, or they don't trust love, or you don't. Depends on where you fall. It could be both of you, but I don't think so. This King of Wands is coming in and he's ready to go. For my sanity, because the 9 of Wands, I'm going to put you in this position. But remember, vice versa. Let me see the 7 of Swords. I mean, she is super suspicious. She's looking over her shoulder like everything, her own shadow is following her. Look what's on the bottom. Look at and one ace missing. All four aces brings about the Magician and a brand new beginning. And a truth right here. 6 of Cups. The double Scorpio energy here with the 5 and 6 of Cups. 5, 6, 7 of Cups. Interesting. Let me get a sip. Now, it could be in the past. In this situation, there are regrets. There was a heartbreak. There could have even been a stepping out or a third party, an affair for sure. Because we have 3 of Swords attached here. And in the 5 of Cups, she's looking at 5 cups that have been spilled over. And then the 6 of Cups wanting to restore the innocence. Interesting. Could be somebody from your deep past. Okay. But not necessarily. It could be somebody that you just have a very strong soul recognition with. Let me see that 8 of Wands, because this is where that firewall bursts open. There's the, yes. There's the swept away energy, and there's Romeo. Knight of Cups is always Libra energy for me, even though it's water, because he speaks the language of love. And look at him wearing that red cape of passion, being willing to fight for it. So I feel like you want to come in here towards this Queen of Cups energy and make some kind of offer, apology even. We have a 3 of Swords. On the bottom, I see the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, Cancer energy, swept away energy, especially when I see a 4 of Wands. I mean, this 4 of Wands looks like a party, right? We'll keep the wheel. Let's have one more there. I'm going to grab a different deck and ask a couple of more questions here, and then we'll go into the oracles. Thank you for bearing with me. Oh my goodness. Swept away. The Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy, Mars energy. The Tower is like you cannot hold it back. The 8 of Wands, out of nowhere. And this from the Knight of Pentacles, very slow, very steady, very careful, to the Tower and the 8 of Wands, boom, with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And what are you going to say? One more. What is this Charmer of the Knight of Cups going to say? Let's see. Well, we have the 3 of Pentacles. This can be about wanting to make plans or getting on the same page, wanting to cooperate, wanting to make plans towards something stable. Pentacles are things we can hold and touch. Look at how they're pouring over that map, though. So also there could be travel involved here, definitely with the Tower and the 8 of Wands. And the Wheel. The Wheel is my Let Go or Be Drag card. It's destiny. Okay. Let me grab a different deck. I want to ask a couple of more questions here. What are we going to do? Yeah. We'll go to the Wild Unknown. Okay. Let me see this. 7 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Look at this. The Wheel. The Wheel is about destiny. It's about divine timing. It's about things coming back around. It can be full circle energy. 6 of Cups. Some of you, again, it's somebody from your past that you want to go towards. But not necessarily. It can be a past life or a very strong soul tie. Let me see. The Wheel. That's also about actually the land of milk and honey, right? Good fortune. The High Priestess. Pisces energy. Look at the new moon. Definitely, you're being guided towards somebody. Now, the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Could be somebody incredibly intuitive. It could be somebody who is even like a light worker, a counselor, somebody like that. Okay. The High Priestess and the Hermit. And the Hierophant. That is like a spiritual marriage. Very, very strong. Made in heaven energy, if you will. What are the plans? The Three of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. I love it. The Three of Wands, Eight of Wands. Whatever the plans are, this is what lays in the future. This is my wish casting card. And that came out with the World, the Naked Heart. The end of a cycle, right? And the beginning of a new one. But more so too, there could be travel. Let's have one more. Love it. Remember I said, mourning over 3 spilled over cups. Behind her back, 2 cups. Soulmate energy. It could be that whoever you're moving towards is very suspicious because they've had their heart broken a lot. And so getting them to want to believe is going to be a challenge for you. Yeah. The Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning. And the Ace of Cups is here, attached to the Hierophant. Let's do one more. Oh my gosh, what is going on? The Emperor, Mars energy, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus for me as a reader. The Empress is on the bottom where we saw the 2 of Cups. Very deep soulmate energy. I mean, this is we have the Hermit and the High Priestess. And the Wheel of Fortune coming out 3 times. And the Hanged Man with the High Priestess. Very spiritual. Okay. That's crazy. Let me have one more on that 7 of Cups, and then we're going to move. It's the Empress. That's who you're dreaming about in the 7 of Cups energy. Unbelievable. And the 6 of Swords, that's who you want to move towards. Wow. On the bottom is the 4 of Pentacles, which is Emperor energy. The Emperor's number 4. Somebody that you could be holding on to. Let's go to the blue deck. Not stuck in the round and round anymore with that 8 of Wands. We have the 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Well, that is all about the belief in yourself and expressing yourself. King of Wands right there. And I said it's going to take courage for you for some reason that you see this person as your destiny. Angel of Strength, right? Courage. But it's here to express yourself. Let's have another one. The door to romance and the thinking man, Libra energy with that 2 of Swords. Very, very much wanting to do things the right way here. Let's do another one. I see strategy right there. And then I see deceit. Let me check out that 7 of Swords again. I'm going to do one more and then we'll go into deceit. Because that's in the challenge with the Naked Heart. And I think you're like, you think they won't believe you. Strategy came out. 7 of Swords. Very strategic energy. On the bottom, though, we have the 7th chakra. That's the 3rd eye. We have intuition all over this. But there's the strategy here. Why? Let me see it. What's the deceit? Queen of Cups. We have the Lovers. Oh my God. Gemini's major arcana. The Lovers is a very, very deep soul connection. And it's one that we encounter on our paths that usually sends us into some kind of crossroads. It wakes our heart up. We saw the Ace of Wands. That's a heart awakening to a part of ourselves that maybe we haven't seen in a while. 2 of Swords, needing to make a decision. Let's have one more. Look at all the major arcana coming out here. I don't know what this deceit is. We have the King of Cups and the Hermit. Could be hiding your feelings. Or a wish come true, but very spiritual energy once again. Being guided. Now we saw the Tower. The Tower comes before the Star in Tarot. Aquarius energy here. This is the wish, right? This is what's worth fighting for. So you could be leaving behind a lot to get to this wish, to get to this new beginning. Making that choice. Let's do one more on that deceit. The Eight of Swords, more air energy. Yeah, but this is like you'll do anything to get there. It's very passionate. I mean, the Eight of Swords can be a mental fixation. But too, there could be where that Three of Swords was in the past. Maybe there was a deception in this situation and you want to come in and make it right. It could be. Because that Eight of Swords can be about you can't you have to make it right. Or there's something here that you just can't stop thinking about. And that could be why you got to do this. Okay, I hope that's making sense, you guys. Let me see, what are we going to do? Let's do some astrology. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in this person around you, or just overall influencing the situation. But man, the Star, the Lovers, swept away. Let's see. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to stop there. Jupiter. Jupiter in Cancer. We have Pisces energy. Yeah, coming through very strong. Neptune, Saturn, and North Node in Pisces right now. We have Aquarius. The Star, the thinking man, and Cancer energy. Pluto's in Aquarius right now. Let's do one more. Aquarius energy. Sag is ruled by Jupiter, but also could be that this is developing towards Sagittarius season. It's about luck and exploration and new horizons. Okay. I mean, look at how she has her bow and arrow aimed at the great beyond. And I do see cards about travel here. Interesting. All right. Let's get some talisman. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you if they resonate. Like the whole reading. Equilibrium. Balance. Okay. We have Luna. We have the moon. What's the concealment about? I think that's on your end. We have strategy, concealment. We have grounding energy. That's nice to see. Well, the Emperor is here. It's about stability. And one more. Karmic justice. Oh my goodness. Libra energy. But also, I always say, look at these. These look like scarab beetles, right? And what is that story? That old, is it biblical? It's like you decide if you can get into heaven based on the weight of your soul. It has to weigh less than a scarab beetle. And there's something here, an apology or something's going on here. We have destiny on the bottom of the deck, no kidding. Karmic justice, it could be rewards for all that you've been through as well. Okay. What else are we going to do? We will do one moon card and then I will close it off. Okay. I hope this reading resonated, my friends. I hope it helped you in some way. Remember what I said. Okay. We have first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. You have all of those aces, but also it's what I was saying about being careful though, because we do have a new moon coming up. So you have the ability to manifest very strongly here. And then we have full moon in Pisces. Forgive. Okay. One more. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Interesting. Reveal what needs to be seen. Yeah. I think that's what you want to do, but you've been hiding something or holding something back. And there's a strategy behind it. One more. Full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Okay. All right. However that applies. Oh yeah. Don't get swept away. Take a reality check before going crazy. That's why the Hanged Man is here. That's what you're doing. I see. You know what, you guys? Let me get a romance angel. There is a lot of love energies coming here. All right, what do we have? Yeah, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Swept away. I'll do one more. Romantic feelings. Well, that's why. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. King of Cups, Seven of Cups. Very deep. And that's what I was saying about the King of Cups. Not even he knows how deep they are until that exploration begins. And it is truly bottomless. All right, let's close this off with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, so definitely take it only as it resonates, like the whole reading. On the bottom, we have Secret Admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay, maybe that's the deception and what needs to be revealed. What do we have? Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Okay. Round and round, yeah. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For your heart is the gateway to the soul. King of Cups, Seven of Cups. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Is that Romeo and Juliet energy? I love it. One more. Don't make decisions based on guilt. Two of Swords or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that is so true. You got to be in your heart to offer your heart. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you. Venus and Libra. Very interesting. I'll see you soon, my friends. Thank you for bearing with me. I love you guys. Namaste.